In this video, I'm going through the process of installing the limit switch. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel where I try to make these 3D printing tech support videos as a kind of last resort when you need help with the 3D printer or anything 3D printed related. I have made a video installing optical limit switches, so you should check that one out too. I'm looking at the 3-pin mechanical limit switch. That I would say is a very common part due to how cheap they are. However, these switches do have a cycle life, and when they fail, you will need to install a new one. Looking at the switch, we have 3 pins on it. The C or common, NC for normally closed, and NO for normally open. So let's break down the meaning of these pins. Normally closed will mean that your circuit inside your switch is connected and a high volt is being sent out to your board. So when your switch is hit, your circuit will disconnect and you will have a low 0 volt being sent to your board now, telling your board you're home. Normally open means that your circuit is now disconnected and a low 0 volt is sent out to your board. So when your limit switch is hit, your circuit inside the switch will close and a high 5 volt is sent out telling your motherboard you have home. Your method of choice is completely optional due to your situation, and you can control the logic afterwards in Marlin if you need to adjust it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, let's go through an example together. In this situation, I'm adding a 3-pin limit switch to the min x-axis of a 3D printer. I made a nice mount to hold the switch, but we need to connect the wires to the pins of the switch. This will involve some light soldering, but first we need to know what wire is what. As you can see, I have a red, blue, and black wire to the switch. And to determine what these will be and where they will connect, I will go to the manual of my board. I will be connecting to an SKR3 board and I need to find the min X connection. In my case, I can see the location and these pins on the board are designated as the red wire will be my signal and connect to the common pin of the limit switch. The blue wire will be the ground connection on the board and connect either to the normally open or normally closed pin of my limit switch. You will notice the 5 volt pin on my board is not used for this type of switch. Here I have soldered the red wire to the common pin of the limit switch, and the blue wire is now soldered to the normally closed pin of the limit switch. The next step is to plug into the X-min limit terminal on your controller and install the switch on your 3D printer. To ensure everything is correct, turn on your 3D printer and go to the terminal screen where you can send G-code commands to your 3D printer. You will use M119 to check the status of your install. As you can see, my X-min switch that I just installed returns triggered when there is nothing pressing onto the switch. This can be fixed in the firmware as I mentioned earlier. This just means my firmware is set up opposite to how we wired the Endstop to the normally closed pin. To fix this, open up the Marlin firmware and find the invert logic for the Endstop and change this to be false. See, Marlin is nice enough and tells you above that NC should be false. Rebuild the firmware to success and then reflash your board. Repeat the process of sending M119 to now see that the Endstop will return not triggered, which is good. Now you can send the final home command to your 3D printer, and here will be the final result of your new working Endstop.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
I thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like. If you'd like to see some other 3D printing help videos, or you've encountered a problem, leave a comment on this video. I hope your 3D printing turns out awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video.